Colon cancer used to be something you worried about at 60. Now, it's the second leading cause of cancer death for people under 50. And here's the part no one tells you. Most young people who get colon cancer have no family history. You don't have to be a smoker or eat junk every day or have a gene mutation. That's why it feels so random, but it's not. It's not just bad luck. And in this video, I'll show you why. Hi, I'm Bimal. I'm the founder of Gutsphere. At 35, I had a colonoscopy scare that changed my life. I've spent years researching what most doctors don't have time to explain. In this episode, we'll unpack why colon cancer is rising in people under 50, what the latest science says about early triggers, and what you can actually do about it today. This isn't a fluke, this isn't overdiagnosis. A 2023 study in the Gut Journal showed that colon cancer in people aged 20 to 39 has increased by over 100% in the last 30 years. In fact, by 2030, early onset colorectal cancer is expected to double for those under 35. And this is happening across countries, not just in the United States. What's going on? The science is pointing to 4 big triggers, and most of them started before we hit puberty. Let's break it down. 1. Antibiotic overuse in early life. Broad-spectrum antibiotics wipe out gut microbes, especially in kids under 3. A 2021 study in pediatrics found that children who received multiple antibiotics had a higher lifetime risk of colorectal cancer. Why? Because your gut microbiome builds your immune system and defends the gut lining from damage. Number 2. Ultra-processed childhood diets. Many of us grew up on ultra-processed snacks, sugary cereals, processed lunch, soda. These feed the wrong bacteria and starve the protective ones. A 2022 study showed that people who consumed high levels of ultra-processed foods had a 29% higher risk of colon cancer, even after adjusting for BMI, smoking, and exercise. And number 3, microbiome imbalance and colibactin. Some gut bacteria, especially certain strains of E. coli, can produce chemical called colibactin, and colibactin directly damages DNA in colon cells. This isn't hypothetical. In 2020, researchers identified the exact molecular signature of colibactin-induced damage in human colon tumors. And the bacteria that produce colibactin, they tend to grow when your microbiome lacks diversity, especially after antibiotics, poor diet, or stress. And number 4, sedentary childhood, stressed out adulthood. We sit too much, sleep too little, move too rarely, and many of us started that patterns in high school. Chronic inflammation, cortisol dysregulation, poor motility. It all fits a gut environment that promotes precancerous growth. And this is the part where we flip the script. Because yes, you might have had antibiotics. Yes, you might have grown up on cereal and soda. Yes, you might have a job that keeps you sitting 9 hours a day. But that doesn't mean you are doomed. Why? Because microbiomes can regenerate. Because polyps takes years to turn into cancer. Because screening works. And because lifestyle changes requires risk. Starting today. You don't need to overhaul your life. Just start shifting the terrain. 1. Feed the good bugs. Get at least 35 grams of fiber from oats, lentils, chia seeds, greens, and berries. Eat fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and kimchi. Include prebiotic starches like cold potatoes and green bananas. And 2. Starve the bad ones. Cut back on processed meats, sugary drinks, and foods with emulsifiers. And avoid unnecessary antibiotics. Get 7 to 8 hours of consistent, high-quality sleep. Number 3. Don't wait for symptoms. Track your bowel movements. If you are over 45, get screened. If you have risk factors or symptoms, talk to your doctor now. Colon cancer in young people isn't just a medical issue. It's a wake-up call, a mirror of how disconnected we have become from our bodies, our food, our stress, and our care system. But you are not powerless. You are not broken. You are not behind. You have time. You have tools. You have options. You have agency. And this video wasn't meant to scare you. It was meant to wake you up. If you are here, means you care. So here's what to do. Track one thing today: what you eat, how you poop, or how you move. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe. Because the next episode is about the early warning signs most people miss. Let's stop colon cancer, not with panic, but with power and focus.